Okay, I'm gonna build another spaceship here, just using a little bit of a different strategy. I always start by hitting the letter A because it auto-centers me in the center of my world so that I am exactly at 0, 0 on both X and Y, and I'm not accidentally building way off to the left or to the right, and then it might be hard to find my model when I move it into layout. So I'm going to start again with a box, and this time I want to show you how to add lines or divisions. I'm going to give it some depth again, just like the first one, but this time I'm going to hold my mouse in the window where I want to divide, and I'm going to press on my right arrow key on my keyboard. When I hit once, pick this up and center it again. Hit once, it gives me a division down the center. If I use the up arrow, it gives me a division down this center. And I can continue to add divisions, thinking about the plane or the spaceship that I want to build and where I want the wings. I made a division here so that I could make some wings come out from here. So I'm going to hit enter, and then in point mode I'm going to grab this point and T, move it forward for the front of the spacecraft, and I'm going to turn this a little bit so you can see what I'm doing here. Okay, I'm going to grab the polygons on these sides, holding down shift to get both of them, but I only need the side edges, not the tops. So I'm just going to touch and turn off the tops, and if you look here you can see that I have the sides selected. E is extend, and then I want to push the wings going out at both directions at the same time. I could choose symmetry and do it that way, but it's just as easy to push H and then push out both ways for the wings. I'm going to hit T and move them down. And now I'm starting to get a little bit of kind of a spaceship looking thing. I'm going to grab these points in the corners here to make this a little bit more aerodynamic. I'm going to push H and bring these in until it looks kind of like what I want. And so right now you can see that I have got the beginning of a spaceship. I'm going to grab the points on the ends of the wings on both sides, holding down shift to get them both. H is stretch and shrink, and in one of these bottom windows, if I just pull down, it pulls those wings thinner, and I can play around with T. What if they go up? That could look kind of cool. What if they go down? That could also be a very cool look for my spaceship. I think I'm gonna settle on down. I like that. I am going to subdivide again, Shift D and OK. And if I like that more sleek look, I can keep that. If I don't, I can do undo, Shift D, and try smooth. And that's going to divide it and keep the edginess a little bit more. Now, I've noticed that I would probably like to have the front of my spaceship, the nose, a little bit more pointy. Kind of looks blocky out here. So again, select it and H, narrow that down. And again, you can try some things like bringing it down. What does that look like? Or bringing it up. What does that look like? I kind of like it pointed down just a little bit. And I'm going to make a cockpit right here in the front. I think this is maybe a rather big ship with a small cockpit. At E to extend, T to move it up. And then while I have it up, I'm going to push H to shrink it down and bevel it in a little bit. And then I'm going to hit Y and put my mouse right here to tip it up. I think that I'd like to try out enlarging the front windshield. So I'm going to select just the front windshield and push H and see what that looks like. Kind of like that look. Wider in the front. And I think I'm going to do something with the back here. So maybe I'd like to have these areas a little larger, because I'm going to put some jet engines in. So for now I'm just going to stretch them bigger, flare them out a little bigger like that. I'm going to hit right bracket to get the whole thing, Shift D to subdivide it some more to make it more smooth. And now I might want to maybe make some fins on it, add some turbines in the back. I could use a capsule and just kind of create it over to the side there and zoom in with the period key or the magnifying glass here, and in polygon mode cut off the back of this, hit delete, select it, right bracket, multiply, thicken, give it a little bit of a thickness where I could put a propeller or something inside. I'm going to zoom in on it a little bit more so that I can get some details. So maybe I want to make something kind of fancy looking on the outside. Maybe I'll zoom in a little bit more and grab a few polygons, every other one here. And rotate this so I can see better, making sure that I've chosen the right ones. Holding down Shift, rotating. Alright, now I'm going to hit E to extend and then H to push those out. And you can see that I've created kind of a cool looking turbine engine. Bring those down. Okay, I'm going to back up a little bit so I can see where I'm going with this. Right bracket to get that whole turbine. T to move. And place it into the spot where I've kind of enlarged. Once I know that I have it in the spot that I want, it's really easy to go multiply mirror, click down the center, and now I have my other turbine engine in the back. So I can see that I didn't quite get it placed perfectly. I have some little spots that are either poking through. So I'm going to hit just one piece on each, hit right bracket to get both of those. And I'm going to shrink them down just a little bit so that they fit in there just a little better. And that should be good. Yes. Okay, so make whatever modifications you want on your ship and have fun.